A very good drummer, a podcaster, and a blue belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Yeah, let's get into that. Hey guys, thanks for checking out Behind the Glove. So we're sitting down today with a teammate of mine, Edgar. Now, there's no point of getting too much into it because he's going to get all that description. So let's just go ahead and get into it, and then we'll break it down afterwards.
Hey, I'm Edgar. I'm a blue belt here at Guardian Mixed Martial Arts under Chad the Beast Hardy. I started striking not too long ago, so we're trying to mix it all up, trying to be better, and just get the grind on. I've competed in jiu-jitsu 3 tournaments. Now that we're in a very competitive gym, I'm definitely getting the bug to start competing a lot more and really test my skills.
How long have you been doing jiu-jitsu now, or martial arts in general?
I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 2.5 years now. I started at a different gym, and that gym went away, and now we were absorbed by Guardian, which is the best thing that ever happened.
Yeah, I agree. I can't agree more. Well, you said you competed in some jiu-jitsu competitions. How long ago was your very first competition?
I competed in 2023. I was around 6 months in, maybe.
Okay.
And it was definitely an experience.
Yeah.
First competition is always, you never know what to do. Your game plan, you don't have one. Never comes to fruition. And I lost my first match, only on points, so that was a win for me at least, and I won my second match. I got to taste some victory at least.
Yeah. You started with some defeat and victory. Let me ask you this, because this is something interesting that I find, is I think about my first competition, and I think about how it was definitely harder than anything I've ever done, but after it was done, it wasn't that bad, but the next day, I realized I was sore. I felt like I was in a car wreck.
Yeah.
Because how tense I was the whole time. It's they talk about how drunk people that get into certain car accidents don't get as
because they're
relaxed.
Yeah.
It's but because you don't realize this whole competition.
Yeah.
You're just So did you notice anything like that?
So I didn't have that because when I first started in the other gym, I'm usually always the smallest guy in the room, and so when I first started training, most of my training partners were 30 pounds, 40 pounds over me. So when I competed, it actually felt a lot easier. But I just didn't have the skills, I got caught. I spent probably 3.5 minutes in my full guard, not knowing what to do. And the strength of the guys, now that we're in the same weight class, I didn't have any trouble. I didn't feel any stress or anything like that, but I just had no idea what to do. So then, the next day I didn't feel any sore because I felt like it was nothing. It was almost like competing with a brand new person that has no idea what to do.
Yeah.
And strength-wise,
Yeah.
Definitely not in skill. In skill, we were pretty even. So.
Yeah, I get that. I guess I'm a heavyweight, so everyone's always big and strong. So I guess I can't ever get that. But I understand. That makes a lot of sense. I've never heard that before, and from a reaction, that's actually very interesting to think that well, actually, going against someone my size was that was all I needed.
It was actually a lot. Yeah, it wasn't anything it's super hard. I felt our strength were pretty well matched, and I think he just had a pretty good wrestling base. So he took me down, and I just stayed on my guard for some reason.
Yeah, well, it's jiu-jitsu. That's what that's one of the things we're talking about with jiu-jitsu. Okay, so when you decided to compete, was it something that you were when you first started jiu-jitsu, did you have any ideas of competing?
I had no. I honestly didn't have any idea of even why I'm doing jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
I think I just started. I started really liking the UFC.
Yeah.
And one day I just decided let me try it out.
Yeah.
Just to try it out, and then everybody said, you just get addicted to it. And honestly, right now it's now I feel I needed jiu-jitsu to start having a good sense of what life should be. You get a lot of they say clear mind, and I really started putting all the bad negative things kind of away and focusing on all the great things that I have in my life. I think even if that wasn't the reason to get it, I think that was the reason for me to get it. I guess life or the universe just you need this right now.
Yeah.
I was in a tough time when we have a dream. Like I play drums, and like that wasn't like that's not working out. And when it's like your identity, it's pretty dark, like mentally. Like you just feel like nothing's going right. But then once started doing this, and you see the grind, and like you're suffering every single session here. Like I don't know what it is. It's like you just have like you're always like tunnel vision, and then you open and you come out of it, and then you see the light. Like that's how I feel, you know.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. Yeah, you're touching on it. It's like, well, it's because okay, I know personally for me what it is. Like when I struggle, and it's a physical thing. We physically struggle, so we understand how much we can do with our bodies, and like so when we go out and start doing everything else, we're realizing like, oh, actually, all this is pretty easy, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like this is actually, and then that's where I get my bad attitude towards people when they're bitching and complaining all the time. It's like, and I know they're weak and they're soft, and all they do is nothing, and it's like, yeah, it's like all you do is complain, you know. But it's just that's the thing, man. When you start realizing like how hard something can be. Like how easy life really is, I think that's what really puts it in perspective.
I think everybody should get like punch in the face. Like once you get that first punch, it's like, whoa, okay, oh, this job is not hard at all.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm trying to defend myself with guys that are really trying to hurt me.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Even though we're training partners and we're not trying to hurt each other, but we're going at it. You know.
Yeah,
like,
we're going at it.
Yeah, there's no way to sharpen your skills without really putting the effort.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, it's like everything else is like so easy. Like
100%. Well, that's the thing. I think that like, and we got the benefit of like usually being in one of two positions. We're in a position where if we get hurt doing this hard thing, people stop. That's good. Yeah. And if we were doing a competition and we get hurt, there's someone there to stop them from, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, so now imagine there's no one there to stop it. And when you're hurt and you're down, that means it's like there's probably the last time you'll be alive. You know, it's like, you know, it's like, so when you really realize like, dude, like nothing's trying to kill us.
Yeah.
No one's trying to hurt us. Then like maybe life's a little easier than we think. You know?
I think also like doing jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts and all that stuff that we do here, you get in that real warrior mindset. Like never give up. Like you have to like keep going because like you said, like yeah, someone might stop it, but there's gonna be a time where you can't stop it. And but I apply that in my life too. It's like, okay, I'm struggling right now, but I've done way worse things. Like I've been choked, I've been punched, I've been almost broken my arm or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like you just have to keep going because I have to stop you from doing that. So I apply that too. Like I'm learning to like take baby steps, not only in martial arts but in life too. Like it's like it's gonna be okay. Like you know, it's literally one day at a time, and like we get caught up in so much bullshit around like you know social media and like pressures of social status and stuff like that. That you're just constantly looking ahead, and then like whatever it's in front of you is like it's the real important because it could be over like at any time. You know, like that's what I really got from martial arts too. It's like I have to like embrace the moment. Like I wasn't, because I was constantly thinking about like what my dreams wanted to be and like what I wanted to be and like how I should be better at having more money and just, you know, like you get caught up in all that stuff, I think.
Yeah.
And this really made me appreciate every single day and every single like beautiful part of my life, you know.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well said, because that's exactly what it is. I mean, if you can do it, you know, if you can be a part of it and do it every day, I think it is also like,
it sounds cheesy, but it's honest. Like stereotypes are like are a thing for a reason, and
100%.
And it's like you have to really understand them. Like it's not just a saying. It's like you have to apply it to your life to make it like real. And I think that's how I felt. Like all the cheesy things that you hear about martial arts, they're all true. Like they really come true, especially if you really put the effort in.
Oh, 100%. I mean, regardless of what Craig Jones says, right? Like, it's like, yeah, it's like, I mean, he's made the joke about how he's like, I've seen it ruin more lives. And he's like, yeah, but he's talking about competition and like exactly what you were just talking about with drums. You know, it's like when it becomes your whole identity, and then it's something that's like taken away or just doesn't seem like the right thing or is not going to be per se right now. Yeah, it's a hard thing. You know, it's like. The way I do my martial arts is like, as long as I'm alive, I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like I compete I have fun if I win or lose. It's like, that's not my legacy. My legacy is just my me as a martial artist, you know. It's like, so.
I've learned that, like, everybody talks about legacy, but at the end of the day, everybody dies, and like, you don't like wake up every day. It's like, thank you Newton for gravity, you know, like nobody does that. Like, I think I've learned that my legacy is like my people around me.
Yes.
Like I want to be a great friend. Like I want to be a great partner to my girlfriend and everything. I think that's what really. I don't care if like people will remember me hundreds of years from now, because I'm not gonna be here. Like I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's like my legacy. We only have this much time like alive, and you have to make the most of it for yourself and for everybody else. I think that's another thing that I've learned is like the community. Like the guys here are like super intense. They're very like some of the best martial artists we've seen. But we're all like friends. Like we at the end of the day, we're gonna be like, dude, that was great, even though you almost broke my arm. You know what I mean? Like you don't have that like that bond. Like I see why like professional fighters have like their team is like the brothers, and it's almost not like the military because it's a whole different thing, but you have that bond. Like we'll always be there for each other no matter what.
Yeah, and that stuff matters, because it's like that's what I mean. At the end of the day, that's all life is. It's just bonding with people. Like, and if you're not doing it, well, I don't even know. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people that aren't, but I don't know what the hell they're doing. You know? It's like, but yeah, it's a very strange. It's because like you said, we only got so much time, and like that's like when people talk about like afterlife and all that stuff. I'm like, I don't know or care.
Yeah, we don't know. Like everybody talks about it, and that's like.
You're not gonna be here.
You know what I mean?
Someone had posed that question too. Like, it's like a very famous. It's like, does the fact that we didn't exist at one time, right? Like I didn't exist 37 years ago. You know, it's like, and every year before that. You know, it's like, and that doesn't freak me out, but death freaks me out. Because it's like, but it's like, why does it? It's like, because I wasn't alive, motherfucker. I'm alive right now. That's why.
I think the big thing with death is like. You wake up every day and you see this, and one day it's like over. I think that like the unknown is always freaked out people. I think.
Yes.
And I feel like that's why like everybody talks about the afterlife, is because you want to have some answers. Like we hate not having answers to things. Like that's why we keep evolving. Like we need to keep growing and discovering. And you know, I'm not a religious guy, but I see why. It's popular because it gives people hope, and like it gives you like a sort of answer. Community. I think the community should be the most important part instead of like the godly part, like the not human part. I think we just want to give an answer to it, because it's so crazy. Life is so crazy. Like we're just here, and like we're in a planet.
Doesn't make a lick of sense, does it?
Nothing ever. Like once you get older. Like nothing ever makes sense. Like why? How do we get here? Like I think we all have that. That in us.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we just hug and choke each other. It's like who cares?
It's like this is the meaning of life, brother.
Good. That's how it is. Well, let me ask you this. This is one of my questions I always ask people who compete, and whatever level. So you've competed in jiu-jitsu. We're gonna start to talk about two different parts of it. The first part is like, how did you feel like? You can give me the lead up, but I'm talking about mainly like the last hour of right before you're about to compete.
Compete?
Yeah, if I get that word out, compete. So, like, is it like what? Like, what are you feeling? Are you feeling relaxed? Are you feeling nervous? Are you what?
I honestly don't feel that nervous. I've been performing my whole life, so like going and doing something that I like to do is usually not nerve-wracking. I think I before moving to Guardian, I was very concerned about I want to win, and instead of like doing my best, I was always like short-sighted into like not really learning. Instead of I just wanted to perform. So now I think coming to Guardian was like a step above, not just the training but like the mentality. I think I have a better understanding of. I have to learn every single day, no matter what, like today, like what are not just moves, but like just something about me. Like someone ankle locked me today. Like I can't remember the last time I got ankle locked.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, you have to move. Like you can't just accept and think like they can't finish it. It's like I have to get out of that. So that's how I'm learning now. Like now that when I compete, I'm gonna have to learn. Even if I lose, I'm gonna have to embrace it. Like I hate losing. Like I hate losing, especially in something like this where it's so personal or so like like you're a man.
Yeah.
But like you said, like someone's gonna be there. Like this is not life or death. And also it's like it's a local competition. You're not making money.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna remember
this is
you
what,
lose it.
This is what I always say. Not to interrupt, but this is what I always tell people. It's like, what's Gordon Ryan's record as a blue belt?
I haven't competed at blue belt yet. Oh, what is
Gordon Ryan. What is Gordon Ryan's record as a blue belt?
Nobody knows.
No one fucking knows. Exactly. Nobody cares. Exactly. So like, it's like you win or lose going up there. It's like this. I mean, it's weird because it's a double-edged sword. You can't be so blasé about it. That's my biggest thing.
You want to have to. Yeah. You want to win.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing.
Yeah, I want to win, but you're not always going to win. Like it's impossible to always win.
Yeah,
there's always someone like there's even Gordon Ryan. Maybe not right now, but there will be someone better than him.
Yeah, right, exactly. There will be someone just as juiced and just as good at jiu-jitsu. No, but it's shade. I'm just kidding. I love him. But it's a very intense kind of thing, and it's like losing, and especially at this, because it's like, like I've gotten in my head a little bit about this in the past. I'm like, he's like, you lost today, that means you would be dead. It's like, and you're like, yeah, but I'm not dead. And you're like, yeah, but
you always try to put it down as like you have to win no matter what, and it's like yes, but this is not that. Like this is not a street fight, right?
Yeah,
this is like control competition.
Right.
It's just a competition. It's not fight. It's not a real fight for life.
Yeah, there's levels. It's levels.
Yeah,
It's like this guy could kill you, but he's probably not going to. Nakano used to do that to us before competitions when we walked out. He said, "You could die today."
Yeah. just go out there and don't die.
Yeah, right. Just don't die. You know what I mean? But and like sometimes I remember my first Nal guy came up. They were like, "Are you fighting today?" And I was like, "I was here to do jiu-jitsu." I was like, "Yeah, is there fighting?"
That's another thing that doing jiu-jitsu. It was hard for me to understand that it's actually a fight.
Yeah.
It's not just whatever rolling around. It's still like martial art. It's still fighting.
Yeah.
It's hard for me. It was hard for me to understand that at first.
Yeah, you tell me. I show people jiu-jitsu and they're very confused. I thought it was fighting. I'm like, trust, this is fighting.
Trust me, when you have someone on top of you trying to rip your arm off, yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I thought my thing is too, when I get into it with someone, I'm like, and I say I invite them to come by the gym and do some jiu-jitsu, and they're like, why? So you can try to beat me up? I'm like, no, you do. I'm gonna be the last guy you're gonna go with. I'm gonna let you go with everyone else first. It's like, and they're gonna be nice to you. It's like, and it's like, and then when you get to me, then I'll do some jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, you're always meanest to your friends.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? It is weird. You just feel comfortable enough to do it. It's like, which is weird because it's like.
Like every time I meet a new person coming in, I don't go out there and just destroy them. No. Like I don't. I mean, obviously I can practice moves, but that's not gonna help me because someone that I'm gonna go against, they're gonna know what to do.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So like you have. I feel like a new person, I just want to like move around and hold them down just to actually so they know what like the pressure is.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have to get used to that.
Yeah.
And I think it's important because the first role I ever had was a 250-pound guy, and he destroyed me.
Yeah.
And I think that was important because it's just gonna get worse because he's just playing with you right now. He's not trying to destroy you. You know?
No, 100%. My first, same thing. Except for I'm a big guy. I was 320 when I came in here. My first role was a guy bigger than me. He was like right at 400 pounds, and he was definitely like a thick boy, but also just really big. You know what I mean? Like, and not too much tall. He was probably like my height, but like 6'1". But when he put his pressure on me, and I had no idea. And then, by the way, still have never felt anyone have pressure like him. It felt like a truck was on me. Like it literally felt like a car was backing up.
Yes.
And it's like, wow, I didn't think that. I knew that something was going on because you could see, like, there's a reason why they're not getting up. Yeah. It's not just magic. They're not tired. You know what I mean? Well, not every time anyway. It's like, they're not like, I want to get up, but maybe later. You know, it's like, why is he staying down? I knew there was something behind it, but when you feel it, you're like, whoa.
That first time I tapped from knee on belly because I had that's not a submission.
But
it felt like one.
It is now.
It was. I've never felt a pain like that. It was crazy.
Jeez, yeah, it continues to be rough and rough. So you're saying you said 2023 is when you got in?
Yes.
And you said what drove you was basically like you were going through some stuff, and with your music and life, and you're like you like the UFC, or I'm gonna just do some jiu-jitsu or martial arts in general.
I never did. I did one class of karate when I was like 8.
Okay.
7 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
My mom took me, and I guess I hated it because I never came back.
Go back, yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. So you came into the Legion, right?
I came to Legion, yes. That was my first gym.
Okay, first gym. And did they have striking here?
They had striking. At first, it felt a little bit more like MMA. We're doing some like more drilling, like ground control, clinch work, but it wasn't like serious like we do here. Some guys wanted to compete, and I think they went to a different gym to actually do Muay Thai and stuff like that. But we did that, and then there was like a split, and a lot of people left, and what we had, it was mostly like trying to do like self-defense kind of stuff.
Okay.
But at first, we had a lot of people. We were sparring, and we were doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so you're doing jiu-jitsu and doing some MMA sparring type stuff.
Yeah, just like, but we only had it like once a week, so it wasn't like that serious. It was mostly a jiu-jitsu gym for sure.
Okay, so you started with your jiu-jitsu, and is there anything that you like wasn't truly just not expecting from jiu-jitsu, other than like obviously we're talking about learning life and stuff? Is there anything that has really to this day you still kind of sit around and look at it and go, this is crazy?
Every day I think that.
Just anything.
Every day I think like, why do I do this?
Yeah.
Why would I want to get in a fight with multiple people in an hour?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like even like, because I was telling my girl the other day too. It's like, even when I watch the UFC, when I see them walk to the cage, I'm nervous, and like I'm not even fighting, and it's like I could be that. Yeah. No, obviously not that. Not a UFC guy, but like.
Yeah, no, I've done the same thing. I've competed, and like I do the same thing because I've been behind a curtain. They call my name, and I'm walking out on the stage. Like, it's like it's the same thing. It's just levels after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, there was only maybe 500 people this time. It's like, but they got 20,000 or whatever. It's like, but yeah. So but it's not far enough to where I can't identify. Yeah. It's like, I have the same thing when I see them walking out. I'm like, starting to get nervous. I'm like,
yeah, it's weird because I just started doing it, and then I still, obviously I told you like what I got from it, but I still like why I don't know why. It's like it just happens, and it's truly addicting, like because you just keep coming. Even for me, like I don't even know why, but I just want to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. And well, one thing that gets me, like I just like martial arts. I want to be good at it. No matter what it is. So that's why I study all the different martial arts, and if I don't come in and practice it, I won't be good at it. So it's just like that's what keeps me coming back in general. But it's just I don't know. It is an addiction, and it is because like I would love to tell people that I have some kind of like iron will and like so, but it's not. I mean, like I have whatever a heroin addict has. I have the same thing.
I was gonna say like when I take a break, it's like I have to go back. It's like I start hurting if I don't like whenever we take the weekends off and stuff like that. It's like when I come back, it's like I need this because my whole body hurts just from not actually doing it, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, right. So I get angry.
Oh yeah,
I get angry like after a long, like I'm just more quick to get frustrated with stuff. It's because I have none of it out of my body.
Yeah, it's just like it's crazy how much the body and mind craves the struggle, I think.
100%, especially when you start getting it. That's like I can't remember what athlete had said this, but they said, "Why do you think that most people don't work out, and get in really good shape?" And well, he's like, "Because they don't know how good it feels."
Yeah,
and I think that's true.
It's
like,
so true.
Oh,
because I used to play sports my whole life, and then when you get out, I did the mistake of not doing anything. I moved to the States first, and I didn't know anybody. And I was always like, I never liked going to the gym. I like playing sports. I like competing and like doing stuff with other people instead of just like pumping iron and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then I didn't do much. I didn't do anything really for the longest.
Yeah.
And started at 30 when you haven't done literally jack shit for 10 years.
Yeah.
It's first of all it breaks you because you like at 6 months I was like, I'm hurting so much. Like, why do I keep doing this?
Yeah.
And then once you get used to it and like learning and actually starting to create a game plan for your own body and stuff like that, then you crave it. Then you like need it. And I think the worst thing that anybody could do is just stop moving, doing and working out or playing a sport, whatever it is. Like, it doesn't matter. You can play basketball at the Y.
Yeah.
Like, you should do that consistently, because my body was so broken at 30, and I feel like way better now. Like, I feel like I'm like, I would have never thought that doing this was just going to change my life so much.
Yeah, it's an thing. So to start wrapping up a few things, what are you looking towards in the future with your martial arts?
Just trying to push it like as far as I can go. Like, I want to see how much I can do. Like, I think that's another thing. Like, it's giving me like that drive to like. Obviously, I'm not a good striker, but I just started striking when we moved here. So I'm so bad and I'm getting beat up so much that I want to get to that level. So like, I think the struggle is what makes me grind, you know, and like, you never get that from, obviously, having goals in your jobs is good, but something like, I'm not a career oriented. Like, I feel like I'm just like, I like to, maybe that's my problem. You know, I just want to do what I like to do. And this is something that I want to do. And I want to get better, even if it doesn't help me in my career or whatever path, you know, like, I don't care about that. I've learned to like really, like I said, embrace every single day. Just get better at it. Getting better at things that you really like, it's what really makes everything else better. Because once you get good at something that you really like, at least for me, it's like, okay, I can get better at this. It's very hard, and then you go in your job and it's like, okay, I can do this way better. You know, I think it just really puts you focused and getting better at everything.
100%. Yeah, and so you're saying, pretty much what you're saying is that like right now you're just focusing on getting better at your martial arts, and then seeing where that might take you.
Yeah, it's always in the back of your mind, like, man, I would like to compete in a fight or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not there for sure, so it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like, you have that. It's not like a joke, right? Like, a fight is a fight. And if you're
Especially
there,
MMA.
yeah, and if you're there and you're not prepared, it's definitely gonna go really bad.
Yeah.
So I'm embracing the suck of just getting beat up and, like, you know, getting demolished, I like to say, and I'm embracing it. Like, and that's what I've learned from this too, to embrace like losing at a competition. You have to embrace it, because that's the only way you're gonna get better. Mm-hmm. So I'm taking this slowly, but with a lot of enthusiasm, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Well, you know, like, it's thing is, people, if they're not in the sport, they don't understand like the levels. Like, you could get, you enter an IKF or even an amateur kickboxing fight. You know, you got big gloves, headgear, shin pads. Like, you might get knocked out. It's like, and you could get hurt pretty bad. More than likely, you're not. It's so low that you're going to get that kind of hurt. But MMA, even amateur MMA, they don't have. They have small gloves, no shin guard, no headgear.
Yeah.
And yeah, people get really fucked up all the time. And
we've seen them.
Yeah,
we've seen some.
We've seen them. We've been luckily we've been on the other side of that.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's a rough sport. That's what a lot of people don't like. Well, they understand it's rough, but they don't understand like MMA specifically how hard it can be, even at a small level. You know, it's like, but see, I do like to hear, like, that's why I like to do these interviews. You know, it's like, say different levels. You know, like right now, you know, 5 years from now, I could do this interview again, and like we can go over all the stuff that, like, you know, it's like that has changed and whatever. But at this point, you know, I thank you for doing the interview with me. Just go ahead and plug anything you want to plug, whatever it is, Instagram, anything like that, and just say your final words of how you feel about martial arts and like what you think about them. I know we said a lot, but you know.
Well, we did a podcast. I have a podcast. I do a podcast called Thigh Fellow Human. Thigh Fellow Human Pod on Instagram. My handle on Instagram is Edgar1808. I don't post much, but I'm trying to get more, because now we're doing. You have actually inspired me a lot, because I like that you truly do this out of love, and I think that's another thing that people, you see the cloud on Instagram and like the social media, and you see famous people and rich people or whatever. And I feel like that also happened to me playing drums. When you start trying to make it a career and a business, you really focus on the success. And like another cliche, right? Like it's not about the finish line, it's about the journey. I was like, fuck that, dude. Like I just want to get there because I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
But it's all the struggle that makes it that much sweeter, right? So I started doing the podcast for love because I love talking to people like you, and I see you doing this. I don't know what your ambitions are, but you keep doing it, and that's pretty inspiring.
Yeah.
So you were like you were like the second one because I stopped doing it for a while, and then you were like I also like your willingness to do it and your support. I think that's what we need. Like it's definitely what we need to like keep doing it for the love. I think that's where I want to get to. Like I want to do it for the love because I love doing it, not because I want to be rich or famous or whatever. Like I just want to do it.
Yeah.
So to follow that, we have so many people that I want to talk to here. So I'm very excited to keep growing and just being better at it. And yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, there you go, Edgar. Thanks for coming on and doing it, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Okay, there you go. Edgar is an amazing dude, man. We've known each other for a little bit now. I did his podcast, like we mentioned. Links to of that will be in the description and stuff if you want to check it out. It was a fun time going over there and hanging out with him and just learning how he does his own thing. The guy's, versatile. What can you say? Musician, podcaster, and martial artist. I mean, there's not much that more can be said, right? I mean, it's kind of interesting what you learn. You go through this stuff, you meet new people. This is just part of life, obviously, in general. But in the martial arts world, it's just very interesting to people you meet. They're always interested in very similar things. Like I do music, he does music. We started martial arts around the same time. It's just interesting how I guess it makes sense, in anything when you find, it could be a passion, a hobby, whatever you want to call it. When you find these things, people are going to be like-minded, I guess. That's what brought them, to these type of things, especially something like martial arts, which I think everyone should just do in general. I don't think they should necessarily have to do it their whole life. I think you should really try it, get proficient at it, and just see how much it can benefit you in life. And that's some of the stuff that me and Edgar talk about. But, as it goes, man, Edgar, one of the best dudes I've ever met, obviously. Really good teammate, good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's starting to get into striking, and who knows where that's going to lead. And he's all doing it for passion, like he mentioned. It all has to do with passion, and that's why I like to find these type of people in the martial arts world, whether it be, people at, more at the beginning of their journey, or, just a little bit through their journey, or all the way, like we just did the interview with Sam Alvey. Obviously, he is a veteran, so he's in this, the thick of it right now, and changing organizations. There's just always something going on in the martial arts world. And nothing no different than when we sat down with Edgar, because just hearing his story, and we only got a little bit of it. There'll be more interviews with Edgar. There'll be more interviews with all of these type of people. And make sure you check out his Instagram. Make sure you check out his podcast that I was on, Thy Fellow Human. Once again, fun time. There's really not much more I could say about Edgar that hasn't been said already in the interview, but he's an awesome friend, awesome teammate. You can't expect more from another individual like him. Hardworking, takes care of life, takes care of business. A great man, and that's what I like to interview, and that's why I like martial arts. So thanks for sticking around, checking out the video, checking out the interview, me saying my little final words about it. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out the Patreon if you want to subscribe and actually help me out to keep moving this thing as a real thing. But as it goes, we're wrapping up another one and on to the next one. Thanks a lot, guys.